Cisco Secure Access, Zero Trust Access User Experience. All right, we've got the client installed. The very first thing the user is going to do is enroll their device. They're going to do that from the Cisco Secure client. They'll have an enroll button. They'll go ahead and click it. They'll enter their email address. Now, once they do that, they'll hit continue. From here, we see a redirection to SSO. They'll enter in their password and they'll sign in. If multi-factor authentication is in place, we'll go ahead and apply that here as well. In this case, I'm not doing that, but you can see the client is enrolling. Now that it's enrolled, we can go ahead and access the applications just like we would do if we were on premise. There's no change here. We use the same URLs. Wait a minute, what happened here? Oh, we failed a condition. So remember, we have posture assessment that can take place here. Now, I went ahead and enabled BitLocker to get past that control. Now that it's enabled, you can see I can easily go to that website using 443. I can go ahead and log in here, and you can see everything looks pretty good. Got full access, and it's using native internet-based controls to access this application while securing it. Now that's a web browser. Why don't I go ahead and use an application like SSH? Let's go ahead and use PuTTY here to connect to a system. Again, I'm using the internal IP address, even though it's an external network. And I go ahead and hit accept, log in here. And again, it's just like I'm on the network. It's using the QUIC and MOSQ protocols to provision this or to provide access to this private application. And again, all the security controls are in place. The beautiful thing here is that we can add additional advanced inspection. Now let's go to one more web page. We're going to go to a website using port 8000. This is one that's being delivered by Cisco Secure Access. And check it out. We have access to it. AI-powered gaming. So pretty easy for the end user. Very limited friction. We only add additional friction if a condition in the environment changes. And therefore, we may ask them to use multi-factor authentication because the condition has changed. Now that we're in activity search, we're seeing the logs and all the data that has come in. And you can see that we see the application, we see the rule name, we see the operating system, the location, the IP address, and we can dig into additional details as well. So lots of good data here for analysis as we need it. Everything about that endpoint, like I said, disk encryption is enabled, firewall, system passwords enabled. What was the application? All of that detail is captured within Cisco Secure Access. Now let's go ahead and try the client list portion. I'm opening up a private browser here, and I'm going to go ahead and go to the URL. Now remember, this is not using the client. It's actually client list, using the browser, connecting to that application. Again, I got to authenticate, add the password. And if MFA is in play, you're going to do MFA here, and then you're going to go ahead and access the application. And look at that. I have access to the application using the client list portion, so just the browser. And again, very similar data captured here. You can see the rule name, the operating system, the browser, the location, all good information. Again, when you need it, it's there.